Here's the thing about setting an expectation of perfection. It is basically always unrealistic. Like always. And here's the thing. It's particularly unrealistic if you haven't put the work in. So, you know, if I was going to say like, you know, I want to draw a circle and I want to draw a perfect circle. That can be a long-term expectation, but if you make that your short-term expectation and every time you draw a circle it's not perfect, you are going to give up because you're going to get super frustrated. You're going to be anxious because your experience isn't aligning with that expectation. So you have to expect development, which is something that so many people don't pay attention to anymore, in part because of how accessible stuff is to us now. But you have to expect development. Expect that you're going to start at a point where you know nothing about the thing, and then that you're going to have to build systematically up until there's a point where maybe you're close to perfect, but also perfection is really kind of a dumb goal, because if you hit perfection, then there's really nothing else to work for. So, like, we really have to evaluate expectations in the frame of development, which of course I would say, because I have a PhD in human development, blah, 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 but like, it's the realistic way to look at things. If you play Destiny with the expectation that you're going to do the day one raid immediately when you jump in the game with no prior knowledge of the game and not having put in any work into understanding the mechanics of the game, you just are making yourself, like, you're making your life hard for yourself. You're not doing anything to actually assist yourself, which kind of connects with something I talk about all the time, which is thinking about things is not doing them. Thinking about being perfect at something is not being perfect at something. Thinking about being skilled at something is not being skilled at something. Being skilled at something and engaging in the behaviors and building yourself up to the point where you're skilled at something is being skilled at something. We can't cut out the middleman of development. You just can't. One of the things that used to piss me off as a professor in a family therapy program is there were students that would come in and they would expect that they just needed to show up in order to become good therapists. And that's not how it works. You have to do the work.